I was told by an influencer to interview the most amazing person I ever met, the most influential person in my life. Living at Trump World Tower, I met a lot of interesting people. I met Steve Harvey, Derek Jeter, but
Yes,
you were number one. You were the most amazing because
thank you. That means truly, truly a lot. Thank you.
I'll tell you why. I think you're the kindest person in the world and you're the happiest person in the world.
Thank you. It's a lot. To coming, somebody saying that, I try, but I don't think I'm the one, but the number one, but still it means a lot from you. Thank you.
You were a big influence on me and I wish I could be like you. The thing that stands out in my mind is that you're a survivor of the Rwanda genocide. We'll talk about it. Your family was murdered and you forgave the people that murdered your family, and they were murdered in a very brutal way. Being chopped up by is just gruesome and horrifying.
What happened was terrible, even if there is no amount of anger that can change it.
You forgave the man, chopped up your family. How could you do that?
Yes, it was a struggle. It was a lot of thinking back and forth. All I can tell you for sure is that anger. I felt anger. It was the worst thing was I felt justified in my anger, as you can hear what you're saying, exactly that what happened. So I felt justified. I felt my family were innocent. They never did anything wrong. They were born, whatever they gave them to call them a certain tribe. What is wrong with that? So the more I felt justified, the more anger I had. And the more anger I had, my own body was aching. My soul was aching. I had no peace. I couldn't remember how to smile out of anger. I couldn't remember how to see good in people because it was just like to see bad. And again, righteously so, somebody will say, yeah, you have a reason. And the whole tribe, neighbors, country turn against you. But then it still doesn't change the outcome, which was me suffering from my anger. So that forced me, I always say, God put me in a corner. He was like, okay, you're going to get it. You will know pain is going to get worse and get worse and get worse until you consider about forgiveness. So I didn't forgive because I knew how to forgive. I truly forgive because I asked God, help me. I want to feel good again. I want to see good in people. I want to understand the things you say in the Bible. With that willingness to wish even to be innocent again, to wish to see good in the people, to see bad for what it is, of course, but to see good, that's where my help came from. Then slowly things started to unravel, to see the one side, like, wait, they're doing evil, but they're not evil. Because even me as a person, sometimes I might say something unkind, and then the next day, I can't believe I said what I said. So which means I'm capable to change. So if I'm capable to see wrong, what about another person? It was such a 3 months conversation from inside. If another person can change, that means even a killer can change. So which means they're not evil, they are doing evil. So it was just like mathematically plus this understanding. In the end, it came to, yes, how in the world did I first be sold to be angry like them? How did I even wish to be like them? When you're angry, when you can't forgive, inside you, there is the thoughts and the suggestions of how can I revenge? Even if you don't revenge, like one of the things I used to say, I would never talk to anybody from that tribe.
Could you explain to my viewers exactly what happened? What was the genocide about?
So I wrote the story in actually 2 books left to tell, that the first one, and the second one, Led by Faith, which was the next 10 years after the genocide. The genocide happened in Rwanda in 1994. I was a student in college. I grew up in a family of 3 boys and 1 girl, me and mom and dad. We were all there until the genocide. In 1994, we were all, my brother was one brother actually was outside of the country. The other one was just finished his master's degree. The younger one was finishing high school and was in college. I went home for Easter holiday thinking it was going to be just normal, even if I knew something was going on. And then the genocide started on the 7th of April and life never been the same. 3 months later, my family was killed. And my parents asked me to go to hide it to a neighbor who was from the other tribe. And he put him in a bathroom of 3 to 4 feet with 7 women. And we spent in that bathroom 3 months. The problem of the genocide, why it happened, in Rwanda, we had 2 main tribes, Tutsi and Hutu. And the tribe that was on power decided to kill everybody from the other tribe. So it was almost like a political parties, the way the tribes were seen in Rwanda. We all look alike, speak the same language. And for some reasons, they said, you belong to this tribe. And if you have a nose that is a little bit this and that, you are Tutsi or Hutu. Then they gave the identity cards. So you kind of fell in that tribe without even knowing how and why. Anyway, those tribes behave a little bit like political parties. Now living in America, I see people understand what it is for people to hate each other just because of political. Yeah. That's the reason why they made a genocide. Sadly, and I have to say this, evil never conquer, ever. Evil will always fall in the end. It might suffer people, cause them pain, but in the end, the right thing will conquer. That's how I see life. So anyway, they caused the genocide, say, let's kill everyone from that tribe, from babies. So during the 3 months I was hiding, with a rosary my father had given me, that's what he gave me when we were separating. And that's what I held on to for 3 months. After those 3 months, they have been looking for us. I went in that bathroom, 115 pounds. I came out 65 pounds. I was bones. So for the 3 months, they were killing every one of my tribe, wherever they were hiding. Those who run to churches, they even destroyed churches. And the leaders of the country, they were on radio saying, well, we are going to live in a paradise because we're eliminating our enemies. And part of me, I'm like, no, it doesn't happen that way. You can't hurt another human being, innocent person, and think that you're going to have a good life. It doesn't happen that way. Why? They can't see it because they are blinded. Blinded by what? By hatred, by selfishness, by anger. So you can see it, but they couldn't see that. This was like a madness of the whole government and then the whole people. Many people from the Hutu tribe, but not everyone was bad. Look at the man who hid me was from the Hutu tribe, because they were only ones who were able to go outside. So he hid me. They came to search for us up to the door. I mean, they came like 8 times in that house.
Big.
Yeah, where I was hiding, 3x4 feet bathroom. People who were killing, they came to that house like 8 times.
Find you.
By the grace of God. It was then I started to be really interested in God, like it would truly take him seriously. I remember the time when I said, God, I might not understand everything about you, but I am all yours. I'm going to check everything you say, and I'm going to try to be everything you say until you disappoint me. And to tell the truth, to this day, I don't think God have ever disappointed me. Everything that happened, there is always a way, again, from the Bible, through the Bible, I'm able to understand. So anyway, came outside of the bathroom 3 months later. I found out more than 1 million people of my tribe were killed.
It was a very brutal killing.
Yeah, or grenades. Like they used to put people in a stadium and they would throw grenades and then shoot. Then they would go in for those who were surviving and cut them with machetes. Horrible. I mean, they tortured Tutsis. They used to cut their legs and just come to see if they're dying slowly. It was the worst evil that you can. And now, of course, they have lost.
How many of your family was killed?
98% of my whole family, including extended family, were killed.
Your immediate family, if I remember from your book, was chopped up by a machete.
Yes.
I mean, that's absolutely horrible. And it was one person who did it?
One person, he had a group he put together because he was a man of power. He put a group that was looking for me, that went and killed my mom and went and killed my brother. So I made the person who literally hands-on, who had the machete, and I made the person in prison who had the group that were looking for them. I heard them outside of the bathroom, and he was saying, it is only Immaculate we are lacking in the family. He was looking for me because they took everything from my home. They were looking to make sure no one will survive. Another person outside of the bathroom, he said he killed 400 by machete. And he said, I'm looking for Immaculate to make the 400. No, 399.
You must have been really scared.
It was so scary.
So you forgave the man who really was responsible for chopping up your family in a gruesome way. I just can't get over that. If someone did that to my family, I'm going to be honest with you, I'd want to set them on fire slowly. But you forgave them and you're happy. I wish I could be like you. I wish to God I could be like you. I admire you. You're just so kind and you're happy.
Again, I believe in God. I believe in the grace of God. I truly think that with forgiveness came the gift of the joy.
There's so much division right now in the United States of America. There's so much hostility and radicalism in the Republican and the Democratic Party.
Yes,
people hate each other. What is your advice to America?
I see that. I live in this country now. I go back and forth, of course, in Rwanda. But I just wish people can really take time to think individually and watch themselves and say, what am I doing? Even the things I'm believing, is this good or bad? What I'm thinking about another person, do I want to be the person who just think about evil and bad of other people without sometimes even knowing the people fully? You don't even know that person really well. You can judge what the person is saying in the moment, but don't go to hate them so much like you know everything about them. So what I wish in America, especially, it makes me think about what I have gone through during the genocide, how these two tribes who are brothers and sisters, coming from the same Father, God, that we are here on earth, God put us here willingly, individually, lovingly, and we are falling in the trap of Rwanda. We are falling in the trap of the devil that makes us look at ourselves like, oh, look at you, you different, hurt each other. What if even somebody think about something differently? Can I bear them? Can I listen to why they think that way? Why do I have to hate them? I just wish that people can accept each other and also think back and learn something from Rwanda.
This is what our politicians are preaching. It's almost the same thing as what happened in Rwanda.
Sadly, if you can learn from Rwanda, the people who caused that, they did not win. I just wish people can see there is no good thing, no good outcome out of evil.
I really appreciate taking the time to talk to me. Like I said, you're the most amazing person I ever met. To be able to forgive someone like you did, that's just amazing. Do you have any parting message?
Yes, I want to encourage people. You see, we can't control what other people do. We can change ourselves, but we can't change others. So if we see evil, for those who pray, please encourage you. Pray, pray, pray. Because truly prayer can change everything. Also, please let go the anger. If somebody does something bad and then you succeed to become like them and more angry, you have become two, not one anymore. Let go the anger and do your part. Do good, do your part, and pray for our country, pray for peace.
I hope the United States of America will listen to your message. I hope this video circulates. There's a lot of hostility out there. There's a lot of violence. The Republicans and the Democrats are getting very hostile towards each other. It's getting pretty bad. It's quite possible there's going to be a lot of violence, and I just pray that doesn't happen.
I love this beautiful country, and I hope people can really just turn around and love one another.
Immaculate, that was really beautiful. Thank you so much for agreeing to be on my